there in YouTube land. Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. My name is Bradley Allen Hingley. Making this video because I feel it is an important subject that needs to be talked about. This video is about how to put this, the over-medication of our children, and wondering why they all seem to be becoming drug addicts. Well, let me think here. You've got a bunch of doctors and psychiatrists who will, if your kid's a little bit energetic, will say, oh, the kid's ADD and ADHD. Give him this pill. Give him Consulta. Give him Ativan. Give him Adderall. Give him Ritalin. Give him whatever. It'll calm him down. At a very young age. We're talking kindergarten, preschool age kids that are getting this. They learn, gee, if I'm not feeling good, I can take a pill and I'll feel better. Or if I have too much energy, I'll just take a pill and I won't have so much energy. Or if I don't have enough energy, I take a pill and I can do more. I can concentrate better. I can do more. Our children should not be being medicated like this. Yes, there are children who are legitimately ADD, which is attention deficit disorder, and there are children who are legitimately ADHD, which is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I, as a child, was diagnosed with both. Probably to this day I still have both, because I have a lot of the same symptoms of it that I had when I was a child. I'm always having to be on the move. Some part of my body always has to be moving, 24/7. But that's okay. I deal with it. Instead of giving our kids all these hard narcotic drugs, what we should be doing is teaching our children to focus that energy. Hey, you like working on computers? Focus your energy and do that as a job. You like playing video games and hacking into other people's computer and all that? Gee, you can do that for a living. Okay? If we can get them to focus, if we can train our kids to focus, they won't need the drugs that we give them now, which means they will learn not to take drugs, but to believe in themselves when they are having issues that are hard. Alright? I mean, it's not rocket science that I'm saying here. It's actually pretty simple stuff. Hang on a minute. Clean the lens a little bit. It's actually pretty simple stuff. It's kind of common sense if you think about it. I know it's taboo to be going against the medical profession, but they're doctors. They went to school for 7 years, and they went to school for 10 years if they're specializing in a thing, or they went to school for 6 years if they're a psychiatrist. Yes, they did. Yes, they have a lot of debt. But our children's health should not be how they pay off their debt. Turning our children into a bunch of drug-addicted morons is not what is good for my country. What is good for the United States of America, my country, is that we teach our children that they have worth. They do not need drugs to feel good. Do a good job on whatever it is you are doing, and you will feel good about yourself. Take a job, big or small. Do it right, which means to the best of your ability, the way the person wants it, or not at all. Get the hell out the way, let someone else come in and do it, who can do it right. Find a job that you're good at and that you love, and work can never be a chore. It'll be fun. All that's needed to help make America great, to help Trump make America great is that. Okay, if we do that, boom, we will be number one in no time back on the world scene. We need to take the power from the children, put it back in the hands of the parent, so that when the child misbehaves, the child, if need be, can get a swat on the rear or a boot in the rear if it is necessary. Yes, child abuse is wrong, but there's child abuse, which is what I grew up with, which is getting the shit kicked out of you for stuff you didn't do. And when I mean kicked out of you, I mean bad. Thrown over cars, punched, kicked, hit with frying pans, electrical cords, wooden sticks, fists, feet. That's abuse. Swatting a kid on the rear end a few times with a belt, that's correction. Slapping a kid in the mouth when the kid back talks to you or calls their parent by the first name, or calls them a name they shouldn't be calling them, like an asshole, that's correction. That's all that is, that's correction. Because sometimes if you ground the kid, they'll laugh at you. They'll take off, or try to take off and do what they want. If you send them to bed without dinner, they'll try to sneak down and eat. They will push the boundaries if we let them. But if we stop and we hold to our guns and we don't budge, and they know that if the parent says you do this and I will spank you, and then the parent does it, the child will learn, okay, this is wrong. I do not do this. I do not like the reaction that it causes. Therefore, I will not do it. Or at least not get caught doing it. Which, let's be honest, kids always get caught. They either rat on themselves or they get caught. Sooner or later. If we can stop over-medicating our kids, put the power of correction back where it belongs, in the hands of the parent and not the child or the government, which, by the way, my Constitution states that the government cannot tell me in my home what I can or cannot say or do. It is that simple. Black and white. Now that those issues are done, on the whole immigration issue of, they can stop you and you have to answer the questions as to whether or not you're a citizen. By constitutional law, you do not. You have the right to the Fifth Amendment. which basically says you have the right to not say anything. If it might incriminate you on a crime or it might not, you do not have to answer them without a lawyer. That's simple, and if you can't afford one, they have to get you one. But in a way, it also violates the Fourth Amendment. When they ask for ID, that's violating the Fourth Amendment. Or if they look and ask to say, "Hey, I need you to pull over over here, over to this other section so we can search your car. Can you please do that for us?" You don't have to. If you are a citizen of this country, you have the Fourth Amendment to stand on, which states that you don't have to do it because the Fourth Amendment protects the U.S. citizen from the unauthorized search of your person or your property and the unlawful seizure of anything they may want. That's four. Alright, think about this. That means if you're a citizen, you do not have to deal with immigration. You don't have to tell them anything. When they stop you and say, "Are you a citizen?" you can throw it back on them and say, "Are you a citizen? Where are you going? What have you been doing? Can I search you? Are you a citizen? Can I see some ID? What's your name? Can I see some ID? Are you a citizen?" Alright, because think about it. As American citizens, we have the Bill of Rights and our Constitution, which is supposed to protect us from unlawful searches and seizures and from our government unlawfully trying to detain any of its citizens or strip away our rights. And if you ask the ICE officers, "Am I being detained?" and they say no, then you say, "Am I free to go on my way about this? Am I free to keep traveling on my way down this road?" And if they say, "Well, yeah, just answer me if you're American citizens, say, am I being detained?" and you keep repeating it, and if they say, "Well, I want you to go over here to this section here," say, "No, I want to go on about my way. Is this still America? Did I cross into Mexico or Nazi Germany or Russia? No? Well, then this is still America, correct?" They will answer yes if you are in America. Then you say, "Then I would like to just continue going down my way, down the road." But the only time that this will not work is if you are coming back from a foreign country, such as Canada, Mexico, something like that, where you can drive to. Then they have the right to ask you, because you could be transporting illegal aliens over, which are terrorists. You could be transporting guns or whatever, drugs, whatever, that will hurt our country. So then they have a right. But if you haven't left this country, they cannot legally search your vehicle or detain you. Because in order to do either one, they need to have a probable cause. And in order to search your vehicle, they need to have a warrant to search your vehicle, even under the Patriot Act. They try to get around it with the Patriot Act, which I do support on a lot of things. But they cannot get around them needing to have a reasonable, plausible reason. They cannot even stop you from going into another state. If you're going from, say, Arizona to, say, New Mexico, You even nowhere crossed into Mexico. You're going from the state of Arizona, USA, to the state of New Mexico, USA. They can't stop you from going into New Mexico. Or if you're going from, say, Utah to Arizona, they can't stop you. They will try. But as long as you are respectful, polite, and stand on your constitutional rights as American citizens, trust me, you will be told to move along. They will call and get their supervisor. Their supervisor will say, well, I know the law too. And that's a clear sign that you got them. Because when they say, well, I know the law and it says that you have to do this, you can say, no. The Constitution affords me the right to I do not have to say anything without a lawyer present. And the Constitution affords me the right to have you not illegally search and seize any of my property. Therefore, without a warrant, you cannot search my vehicle or my person. I will not get out of my vehicle. Am I being detained? No. Then am I free to go about my business? No. Then I must be. If they say no, then I must be being detained if I can't go about my business. They will say, no, you're not being detained. If you just answer my question, you can go about your business. And most people will say, all right, fine, yeah, I'm an American citizen. And that's how they get you. That's how they get you. They try to bully you into giving them what they want. If you stand strong on the Constitution and if you videotape it, you will be able to travel on your way. Might take 15, 20 minutes, but they won't search your vehicle and they will not detain you as long as you're polite, respectful, and they can clearly see that they are being detained. If you do not even have to fully roll down your window for them. You can roll it down enough where they can hear you and you can hear them, which would be about 4 inches. They can't get the arm in any way. You roll it down enough to where you feel comfortable that they can't get the arm in to try to grab you or something. But they can hear what you're saying and you can hear what they are saying. That's perfectly legal to do. Unless they are stopping you for a traffic issue such as speeding or DWI checkpoint, you don't have to show them any ID. If you're walking down the street and they stop you and ask you for ID, you don't have to show it to them. You ask them, am I being detained? No? Then I would like to go about my way, sir. Well, show me ID to show me who you are. No, I do not have to. That is a direct violation of my right to privacy. That is a direct violation of the search and seizure law. That is a direct violation of my Fifth Amendment. I do not have to say anything to you. I do not have to show you who I am. If you are looking for someone, and I do not, you say, are you looking for someone? If they say yes, you can say, do I fit the description of the person you are looking for? If they say yes, if they say yes, you do fit it. Say, okay, then be smart, show them who you are. But if they say no, say, well then, am I able to go about my day? I just want to walk to where I'm going. As long as you're polite and stand on your rights, they don't have a leg to stand on. Police, federal, state, ICE, whatever. They don't have a leg to stand on as long as you're polite and you stand on your constitutional rights. And you are not committing a crime that breaks the law. So, with that being said, I will say this, I do support Trump. Not 100% do I support him on his bill to cut funding to the Planned Parenthood, because I believe a woman's body, she should be able to do what she wants with it. If she wants to have an abortion because she was raped, let her. If she wants to have an abortion because daddy wrongfully messed with her, let it happen. Or brother, or mama is having an abortion because son raped her, or whatever. Those are legit reasons for it. But other than that, I think adoption should always be an option, because there are a lot of families out there that would be good homes, and the people cannot have children for whatever medical reason. But that being said, that and him wanting to recriminalize recreational use of marijuana, I do not agree with him on that. I do not smoke marijuana right now, but I do not agree with him recriminalizing it, because the states that have made it legal for recreational use and have set up places to buy marijuana products and the marijuana plant and everything itself are highly regulated by the states that they are in, and the states that are doing that have no deficit. They're actually operating within a black budget, which means they're actually operating with money left over in their budget, which is a good thing. So from a businessman's point of view, I think you got to put the recreational use of marijuana to the states, decriminalize it on a federal basis, and let the states regulate whether they want to legalize it for medical only or for medical and recreation. If it's recreation, then slap a tax on it. Or the government itself, the federal government, should just regulate recreational use of marijuana. Package it like they do cigarettes. Put an age limit like cigarettes and alcohol. Put a tax on it like cigarettes and alcohol. And we got this country will once again have all kinds of money. But that's just my 2 thoughts on those subjects. I will say thank you for watching my videos. God bless America, and please, please keep Trump and everyone in his family and everyone in his cabinet, and that he tries to appoint into positions of power in his administration, in your prayers, because they need it. The Democrats are coming up with some left field stuff to try to stop him, such as the wiretapping incidents that have now come out. But whatever you believe in, pray to them that they be given the strength and that Trump be given help and shown the right way. And have a nice night. And like I said before, God bless America. And whatever you believe in, may it bless and keep you leave. And to my followers, to people out there who watch my videos that are into yoga and all of that, namaste.